let's talk about some secular shit. This week, the coming weeks ahead, got some big shit going on. I want to talk about something I did.
We already talked about the Lost Boy orgy.
What else did
What
you
else
do?
is coming on?
Well, that was most of my week. But
when
I had a break, I'm going to drop a bomb.
Oh my god.
I got to go to...
He played Metal Gear.
Konami.
What a dick.
I don't need nobody to speak for me. I went to the Konami studio, and you're never going to believe what I did. You're not... I'm going to hype up the surprise. You're not going to believe it when you see it. And
what'd you do?
When I showed up, I said, "Why am I here? What have you invited me to do?"
What was the answer?
And they said, "Come in here and we'll tell you."
What did they tell you?
And they walked me. I signed in at the front desk, and I walked into the back room, and they said, "Guess what?
What?
We have the final copy of a certain thing you want to play." And I said, "Oh yeah, what's that?" And they lifted the curtain. They went, MGS5. Guess what that stands for? What? Metal Gear Solid 5.
Whoa!
So yeah, I played it.
The Fan of Pain.
I heard.
How'd you know?
Crazy.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, you crazy.
I didn't hear what he said, but it's probably something stupid. Anyway,
she heard it.
Yeah, he heard it. Anyway, so yeah, there was last week. Got invited. Hey, shouts out to Konami.
Whoa!
You saw.
I never thought you'd say that again.
You saw our PT video, and they still went. You're invited.
Wow.
Maybe they didn't see the PT video. Anyway, but anyway, I went last week. I went to their studio. What they told me was it was basically a situation where they had their office open for 4 days for invited reviewers to come and play it. You could play it all day long for 4 days so that you could complete the game and review it in its entirety. And so I was like, wow, that's really cool. Unfortunately, reviewing games is not my job, so I could not commit 4 days to that. I was able to come for 1 day and play it. And I kind of, when I was there, I was like, how are people taking 4 days to do this? But it's like, oh yeah, that is some people's job. And it's not mine. But anyway, so I played it for a day. And, I hate to be the guy going against the crowd or against... I never want to sound like the contrarian or anything like that, but I really hate to say it, but it's really not good. It's not that good.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if it's a subject of just hype or if it's just, maybe part of it is my shortcomings as a player. Okay. But there just wasn't a lot to it. I felt like I beat it probably. I mean, I don't even know if it was as long as Ground Zeroes.
You beat the game?
Yeah, I beat it within an hour.
On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, what would you rate it?
0.
Big fat 0.
Well, honestly, because when I turned it on, it was fuck you out the gate.
Yeah.
There's all this licensed 80s music. I don't like that. I like the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, and also, like, licensing and marketing, they're going to cram more marketing down
how about
your throat.
some indies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
support indie music.
I like indie. I like when indie games take the kind of retro 8-bit look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that Fox engine, fuck you. It tries to look real.
Did it look like really real?
What?
No,
that's the thing.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
That's the thing.
I'll live.
It wants to look real, but it doesn't look real. Looks shitty.
Yeah. Looks shitty. That's all. I mean, I could sum that up in one sentence, and it's that. But I'll keep going. It's just the main character. The sneaking stuff. Just fucking kill him.
Main character's a bitch.
Little bitch. I didn't play the other Metal Gears, but this one makes me feel like I don't need to.
Main character's a
and confusing stuff. The story. Blah 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 blah. Technobabble.
Yeah, it tries. I haven't played it, but I've been watching a lot of trailers on YouTube.
Yeah.
On the tubes.
Yeah.
Like people on the internet say. And it's trying so hard to be Splinter Cell, it hurts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sam Fisher.
Yep.
Is the king.
It's an identity crisis.
And back to the confusing thing, I saw the trailers too. I haven't played 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Right.
And I was fucking confused. I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
That's stupid.
They didn't make it make sense to you.
No,
Like, as a new
and
game?
what about the everyman like me?
They drop you in the middle of a fucking open world and say, go. Where do I go? How about a fucking Thomas Brothers guide to the boss?
Yeah.
Or some help.
Even Mario 1, you knew where to go.
Yeah,
Right.
you go right.
Go right.
You can go right at Metal Gear.
Hey,
Too many choices.
You can go left, yeah.
Nintendo even once put out a DVD to show you how to play a Mario game.
They did that.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
You can do that?
So anyway,
Yeah, what else?
0.
0 stars. Sorry, Kojima.
Yeah, it's just
Yeesh.
I was afraid of that. That sucks.
yeah.
And
Anyway,
it
Mad
shits-
Max
it
is
shits
coming
on
out.
America.
It does shit on America, yeah.
Wow.
And haven't we? I mean, what's this whole cipher thing? Kind of sounds like anti-American. You know, I don't really dig that. I know Japan doesn't really like us, but you
Yeah,
know,
I heard-
cool it.
I heard they hate most of us
Yeah.
over
Is that
here.
true?
All,
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah,
there's
it's a nation.
all
It's a nation of
If you-
Jihadists.
nation of hate-filled people over there.
yeah.
They
So-
look at our way of life, and the Japanese are just really upset.
Well,
Distraught.
that's
So,
that.
There you go.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Thanks for watching.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, camera on me. I'm just fucking with you. It's incredible.
Oh,
It was
wait,
incredible.
what?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
bit.
it was actually really good. Yeah,
Damn
was
it!
incredible.
I was gonna let it
Oh,
go.
sorry. I thought we were okay.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was really, it was amazing. It was really, really great. It feels more like a Metal Gear game than you know, all the talk that was leading up to it of, wow, it's going to be a departure. Wow, it's going to be open world. We've never done this. We've never done that. Out of all that talk about we've never done this, it feels more like a Metal Gear game than 4 did. And I liked 4. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but once they turn me loose, you know, the game begins. There's a lot of story stuff. It's very story heavy. But then it comes to a point where it turns you loose. And you're kind of, wow, I could just roam this big place.
Yeah.
And it's funny because that was the part I was ready to feel less like Metal Gear. And it felt more like Metal Gear in the sense that I was left to my own devices. And I started getting the same feeling I did from Snake Eater. Honestly, even though it was different, I felt like I was coming up with crafty things to do, and okay, there's these guys over there. Well, I could go through, but you know what? I'm going to go up to this mountain and kind of just mark everybody and, you know, mark them all down where they are and figure out, okay, and, you know, maybe, okay, I've got a horse. Maybe I'll ride side saddle behind the horse and they won't be able to see me. And, you know, a horse goes by and they go, oh, cool, a horse. And they don't see me. You know, I was like coming up with
trying
all
all
this
the
Home
stuff.
Alone shit to like get around stuff. And I really felt like, I don't know, between that and the aesthetic of things, the sound effects and all the other classic Metal Gear things, it felt more like a Metal Gear game than 4 did. And I'm saying that as someone who loved 4.
Does it look as good as the trailer though? Like,
Yes.
it does look that.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yes.
The trailer
And-
looked beyond like this. It can't be real.
And I know there are, you know, a lot of frame rate nuts out there, whatever. That thing was 60 frames a second, and not once in all the action did it stutter, did it slow
Really?
down.
Wow.
It stayed,
Damn.
but to me, the true hero of the whole thing, in what I played, and I am going to tell you, I did not beat the game. I wasn't going to stay and beat it. But in the amount that I played, the true hero of it is the directing. The camera just rarely ever cuts. Even when it goes into a cutscene, it's like the camera is handheld and it pivots around
it's
you.
like Birdman.
And it's
Yeah.
all very like
Ripped off
it,
Birdman.
it feels very tense. Like oh god, I can't leave this moment. And it's the direction and the licensed music and all of the layers, and even the non-licensed music, just the music in general has a lot more synth to it. It feels like, wow, you've been asleep and it's the 80s, and it just maintains that aesthetic. It's really incredible. Anyway, what I played delivered in every way. I'm not going to say that I didn't play the full thing, but what I did of the day that I played it, it was really, really awesome. And I love all the, some people might be turned off by all the Peace Walker style, like building your base and collecting
Oh, no,
people
that was
and whatever,
fun.
but yeah,
yeah.
I love that.
That was fun.
Some people, that might be a little complicated to them, and it was to me at first when they added that stuff to Peace Walker, but I grew to love it. It's all in this too. So,
Well, now I don't know what to believe. Is it good or is it bad?
No
So
one
you're gonna have
knows.
to
Who
see.
knows?
you're
I'm
gonna
just
have
not
to see for
gonna.
yourself.
I'm not gonna play it. It's too controversial.
Too controversial.
I don't like
anything that's controversial.
I, don't
I stay
like
away.
it. I like.
You're probably safer. You're better off
Yeah.
just staying away.
I like middle of the road.
Yeah.
Milk toast.
I like vanilla.
I
Yeah.
like. I do like vanilla actually.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Rocco
notice
for me.
that's the term when something is bland or boring? Is that's so vanilla?
Yeah.
And like vanilla fucking rules.
Vanilla's the
But,
best.
best.
but yeah, but vanilla is
Better than
inoffensive.
chocolate.
Like, who hates vanilla? No one.
Chocolate
Right?
lovers.
But
No, even chocolate
but-
lovers like
I think
vanilla.
vanilla-
Even Brahmo Kama?
Vanilla is so historically a universally successful. It's like the grand slam of all grand slams.
It's white bread.
That people just forget that it's even there because it's so badass and successful.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you call something vanilla, you're saying it is the greatest thing
It's the benchmark.
that
Yeah.
this thing could ever attain to the point where it becomes the default blandness, which is a good thing. It's the
Sure.
highest praise you can offer.
Yeah.
I'm vanilla.
I'm vanilla.
Look at me. This is what vanilla looks like.
This is vanilla.
one last thing I want to say real quick. I think the most viewed video over the next week on YouTube, video in general, type of video, is going to be people's playthroughs and summaries of Peace Walker.
What?
Like,
Oh,
there are
really?
so many people who didn't play Peace Walker, and this has story stuff from it, and it's like, oh. I know so many people who, over the weekend, have been, I watched, like,
nice.
there's like a 90-minute movie that sums up Peace Walker. It's like, yeah.
You just reminded
Should've
me
played
that
it.
starting soon, I will be able to watch Metal Gear Solid 5 playthroughs and walkthroughs. Fuck yes. I am stoked.
Oh.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing is to watch other people play a video game
Yeah.
poorly.
Oh,
You do that?
yeah.
Cool.
I should check out your stream.
You-
When is it?
Friday mornings.
Oh, I forgot. You don't do self-promotion.
Yeah.
No, that's just his
I
Twitter.
just don't talk about my Twitter. The PPS is Wednesdays at 7.
Oh, okay. And what's your Twitter handle?
I don't plug that. I don't plug the Twitter.
All right. It's
Not on the podcast.
something.
Okay.
Definitely
Anyways,
on the podcast.
Has
I'm
anybody
definitely going to be playing. I've been doing a Metal Gear Appreciation stream every week up until now.
Cool.
And I will be playing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I've been
He just
playing,
looks at it and goes, yeah.
playing the other games in the
You're so great.
timeline. Now I will be playing the new one for sure.
I'm really excited they're remaking too.
Really?
What?
Why
Are
are
you
you
talking
excited?
about Resident
He's
Evil?
talking about Resident Evil.
Oh, Resident Evil. I thought Metal Gear Solid 2.
No.
No.
Sons of Liberty.
I can see why you would think that.
Yeah, because Brian
Yeah,
just
'cause we just
changed,
had a
Yeah,
20
Because he just
minute
said the number 2.
Metal
Brian
Gear Solid
just changed
conversation.
subjects on
Weren't
us.
you talking about a Resident Evil appreciation?
No,
No,
I
I
said
was talking about a
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear
I
Appreciation.
just was not paying attention at all.
Somebody checked out 15 minutes
You know what?
ago.
You know,
It was
but
me.
you know what I love is the L blocks. Were we saying Tetris?
Yeah.
What? 2 games? What? Bram Stoker?
No. Clive
Kinda
Barker.
looks
Barker,
kinda-
whatever.
kinda looks like Rockstar.
I couldn't even do that right. But anyway,